See, when I put it live on YouTube, that's when it disappears.
Account.
Ooh.
Recording, not live.
Definitely I had to
I was
upload that
asking
first.
if it was recording.
It says
not live.
recording up
Oh,
here.
look, it says recording.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're recording.
I don't know, I guess we- Do I get royalties out of that?
Checks in the mail.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, just a real question. Is it just an open forum? I mean, I've had some questions I'd like to ask during the deal. Is that, normally you don't,
No, we normally can't engage in, a question, if it's.
I'm just curious. I'd like to ask a question for y'all about what was brought up on the table about the cars and the mileage and taking the cars home and everything else. I can do that as in the deal, but I don't want to waste my 3 minutes about this other issue. And I just have a real simple question for you, and you can just say yes or no.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. As far as these cars that go home, it's my understanding that the Internal Revenue Service asks that you report personal mileage driven to and from work and for personal use on company or city-owned vehicles. And I understand it's 58 cents a mile. We do that, right? Because, I mean, as a company, before I retired, we had to fill out reports every week for how much personal mileage we did, and it was reported as income. So I'm wondering, are we?
The only ones we're sending home are people who are required to be on 24-hour call.
Not always. It hadn't always been.
It hadn't always.
No, that's what we
That's
changed.
what we've changed.
Yeah, we got rid of all that.
Yeah.
We went down from 9 vehicles to now
I hear what you're saying.
3 or 4.
My question is,
No,
if IRS was on the sins of the past always come back to haunt the good folks. Are we going to be on the hook with the Internal Revenue Service when? And I'll be candid with you. I've reported it's hard as heck to get a hold of anybody at the IRS to ask the question on the back end. So I'm just curious as to is that something that you guys report or have
I
reported?
have not reported in the past.
Okay.
Well, that would benefit
That
a
answers-
business that files their taxes so that they can get the credit, for
Sir,
their tax,
it's-
the write-off or whatever.
58 cents a mile is income, whether you work for a city or if you work.
Yeah, but we don't do
Okay.
income taxes.
We
like
can
a business.
discuss it another time.
Huh?
But it was just a simple question.
Yeah.
Y'all-
I don't want to convolute the problem really anymore. I mean.
It's not a problem.
It's, we've done a great job in eliminating it. So moving on.
Is it a problem?
Moving on, I want to come back to item number 10, return to open session, which is A, discuss and or take action on job review, disciplinary action, and employment of the city administrator. I'd like to, I'm gonna make a comment and then I'm gonna let the council have it. Last week, it was determined that our city administrator, Tyler Collins, just wasn't working out. And I terminated him last Tuesday or Wednesday. And I hated to go through that. This guy, he interviewed great, both on Zoom. We did him on Zoom. Everybody, we had a lot of people involved in that decision-making process. He interviewed great. We brought him down here for a number of days. He interviewed great again. He looked excellent on paper. He had credentials, educational credentials, second to none. It just didn't work out. And it just, wasn't gonna work out. So we went in and did that last Tuesday or Wednesday. So he's not been here. And I guess with that, I guess I would ask for, is there any other discussion or concerns, questions, or anything like that the council has? And if not, then I will entertain a motion.
You're not wanting a motion on Tyler,
No, that's already.
Motion on
Okay.
City administrator.
right? Okay. Well, I think we have a lady in this room that's our city secretary and has been for how many years, Annette?
34.
34 years. And she has done an exceptional job in those 34 years. And continues to do an exceptional job. She's been doing everything for the last 2 years anyway. And I think she deserves to be our new city administrator. And I would like to make a motion that we hire her as our new city administrator at a salary of $65,000.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Kevin Featherston.
Leon Myers.
Anne Reed. Robin Myers.
Chris Burkett.
It is unanimous. Okay, getting to item number 9 with the citizens input. Okay, Ms. Wiggins or Ward, it'd be, whoever y'all want to flip a coin, who goes first or?
Ladies first. We already heard from him.
Okay, I'm here regarding the increase in my water bill from $64 a month to $93. That does not include garbage pickup or sewage, just the water bill. My question besides why so much, but only why those outside the city limits of West Walken?
My short answer would be, we're kind of unique with this because we've got county inside of the city. The city pays a rate. It is a lower rate than that, but the city also pays taxes, also pays property taxes. And if you're outside of the city limits, you don't pay property taxes. So in essence, living outside the city with city water, you're getting a benefit of the city that citizens in the city pay for, and you don't pay for that. Most all cities do have a different rate between the residents and county residents. Sulphur Springs, if I'm not mistaken, their rate is double the rate of someone that resides in the city. This was done several months ago that this came up, and it was decided because after the COVID, after the snow hit, we're still in this problem, is that manufacturers, suppliers, and everybody else hasn't recovered. Right now, for a sheet of plywood that used to cost $7 or $8 is now $50. Piping, materials, and things like that are through the roof, and we can't get them right now. Michael, there's a problem with meters. We've got
1,400 meters and 40%.
No, I know, but there's a number of meters out there that we need. People are ready to turn their water on. They've moved in. They're ready for us to do a water tap, and we don't have the meters.
We're still waiting on parts.
Yeah, we don't have the parts to
Some
do it.
parts are
So these
6 months
people
out.
can't even live in their home because we just don't have the parts, and the parts that we do get are astronomical. It's just unbelievable. I mean, any material you can think of that go with public works, is pipe, I mean, maybe tools, it may be anything that goes with that, and you just can't get it, and we're paying an arm and a leg. for it.
Including chemical costs.
Yeah, chemical
The water.
costs to treat the
It's
water.
under
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the gas pump, your fuel. I mean, it's just fuel. This gas prices has escalated a lot of this. but the rest of it was COVID and snowbid is what happened with it. And I'm, I apologize, but, to me, some of you guys are citizens here, some of you live outside the city, but to me, it was a fair thing that, citizens pay taxes, a great deal of taxes, and non-residents, they don't pay that, but you get the same benefits if somebody lives in the city.
No.
You get water.
I can't call the 911 when fireworks are going off at midnight. It's kind of like I live in the land of the lawless out there. Nobody, and the increase from the 64 to 93, that is a steep increase.
Is that the basic?
That's what it says.
Because we only raised the water rates, we didn't raise anything else. Are you on sewer too?
No.
Okay, there's, some people are on sewer and some aren't.
I'm not, and then I don't even, I have a private company pick up my garbage, my trash. And, that's, and somebody had told me, well, we hadn't had a rate increase since 2019. But to go this steep. Now, I can absorb this extra cost, it's gonna hurt me. There are a lot of people out there that cannot.
Does anybody else have any other answers or?
Well, I mean, the only,
No, we can't do it. This is no.
Actually, yeah, true.
yeah, the only thing I was gonna say is the 3 minutes is up, but we really can't really just discuss. it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he took up my 3 minutes.
He did interrupt her.
Yes, he did.
Point.
Well, she asked the question.
So is there anything else or?
No,
Did she just say what she wanted to say?
I pretty much, I think so here. Also, I was wondering if the increase had anything to do with the problems during the hard winter. Or, are we out there in the county paying for this?
I think that's been asked and answered,
Yes.
unfortunately. Yeah, it's just reality. Anything else, Ms.
No.
Regan?
No.
Ms. Ranson, non-agenda EDC you got on here?
I'll pass on it. I'll let it slide. Yeah.
Okay,
I would ask if you would, as the attorney, and I asked Mr. Collins repeatedly to ask you to call me to discuss it, and I never heard anything. I assume you didn't say.
I haven't had any conversation with you about
Wow.
anything that we, so I don't know about.
I was afraid of that. That was gonna be my question, but I don't want to take up your time.
by next week,
But-
either end of this week or next week, we'll get all that done.
Well, you've got 10 days, 10 business days.
I know what I got.
Okay, I know. One other question, and you asked that you don't know what you can do about your water meter problems. I know of 4 meters in our little Hales Retreat subdivision that are sitting there that are just sitting on vacant taps that aren't being used right now, that they could go tap that line and steal a meter to
We
go
can't
turn
do that
some.
legally. We cannot move that
Okay.
meter from that location.
Somebody bought that.
Yeah.
Once you
Yeah.
said-
There's-
if you let us-
Sounds
I'll
good,
take
but
mine.
it sounds good, but.
It's a good idea, but we
Or
can't.
dig it up, or-
uh,
You dig it up. or-
You better not take mine. I'll exercise some of my rights.
No, sir, I will not be doing that.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I did have a question.
You got another comment? or something?
Yeah.
You wanna wait or what you wanna do it
No,
now?
I
I
don't
don't care.
I've sat here for this whole day.
Okay,
Waiting my turn.
okay.
Okay, I want to discuss.
Oh, you didn't fill out paper, that's
I
fine.
didn't fill out
I'm
paper.
sorry, you're right.
All right, so the fireworks, I want to talk about the fireworks.
Okay.
All right, and then I know you ain't supposed to discuss it, but here's something to think about. I brought that up once before, and everybody was afraid that Christopher Cat was gonna become a millionaire if they sold fireworks inside the city limits. And they're like, oh, we don't want to sell fireworks inside the city limits. Why the hell not? You get taxes off of that. And I don't care if Chris becomes a millionaire, I get some of that money. That's just the way it is. The richer he gets or anybody gets, the more money we're gonna make. And they're gonna say, oh, we don't want fireworks in the city. Are you idiots? It sounded like World War III out here the other day.
Yeah.
So, and you can buy all the tops you want and bring them out here, because they do it in Dallas, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. There's more people with fireworks than there are cops with guns. We win. Bottom line, you need to do something about the fireworks, people. If you can't control it, why don't you open up a place down here at the park, down there along the water's edge? Sabine River Authority don't care. And allow the fire department to be there to help little kids pop their firecrackers at $5 a carload or whatever, and give the money to the fire department. Then that saves us from popping all around the town. And if we do give somebody a ticket, at least we could say, we gave you an option other than not able to do it.
Yeah.
It's something to think about. It's another way for us to make some money, and that's all I got.
Very good.
It is
Thank you.
good. I like it. I
I've
like
been
it.
thinking about it for 2 years.
Well, I mean, you got a point. You got a damn good point.
City of Forney did it. They had a, at the park.
Good. You give people a place to go, and if they don't go there and still pop fireworks, you say, hey, we'll write you a ticket because we gave you an option. Now,
I have one question though.
Okay.
If we do that, and I don't wanna throw a monkey wrench in here,
yeah,
but say we do that at the park and some child, lights.
you've got a $1
firework
million
and
bond on that park.
Okay, what's the liability?
You've got a $1 million bond on that park. Don't worry about it.
We do it.
People
over at
worry
East
about that
Park
stuff.
and-
It's just like swimming. You
Yeah.
still got a $1 million bond in case they drown. What about drinking? People in there drinking all the time.
He's just saying he's walking, he does it.
He's
Yeah.
walking into it.
Forney had a lot of
Charging to
success.
do.
They actually had a lot of people.
Your fire department ain't got no
Open forum.
money, and somebody's trying to start taking some damn money out of my pocket, EMS thing that y'all seen, you know what
Did
I'm
it
talking about?
change to an open forum again?
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Binary question.
Yeah.
Calm down, I wasn't finished.
Are you?
Anyway, so you know that new, fire department thing? ESD, they're fixing to try to hook us up. We need these guys to make their own money.
So you had your motions right, and did you get?
Kevin, I got Kevin.
All right, made a motion to adjourn.
Oh,
Chris,
okay.
Chris seconded, Kevin Featherston.
Sounds good to me.
Probably mine.
Chris Burkett.
Sure.
All right.
Hey, I'll, tomorrow or, no, probably not tomorrow, but Friday or next week.
It's never gonna win.
Well, he doesn't need to call you. I'm telling you, come in and listen to the minute, tape or whatever. And if it goes past 10 days, that's your deal, not mine. I'll put it in writing. I'll put it in writing to you when you can come up and do it. If you don't go, that's not my problem.
If you want to hear that tape, then that tape is-
It's